Abdülhamid I, Abdülhamid I or Abd Al-Hamid I, Ottoman Turkish, Abdülhamid I evvel, Turkish, Birinci Abdülhamit, the 20th of March 1725, the 7th of April 1789, was the 27th Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. He was the son of Sultan Ahmed III, 1703–30, and succeeded his brother Mustafa III, 1757–74, on the 21st of January 1774. He was born in Constantinople. His mother was Râbi'a Sharmi Sultana. In spite of his failures, Abdülhamid was regarded as the most gracious Sultan of the Ottomans. He administered the fire brigade during the fire in 1782. Among the Muslims of Constantinople, he won the admiration of his people as he was so religious that he was called a Veli, saint. He also traced a reform policy, followed the governmental administrations closely and worked with statesmen. When Abdülhamid came to the throne, the army asked for gratuities and the Sultan claimed that, "There are no longer gratuities in our treasury, all of our soldiers' sons should learn." He also began the restoration of the military system. He is credited with better education standards. He tried to renovate the Janissary Corps and the naval forces. He established a new artillery troop. He made a census in the Janissary Corps. He was also credited with the creation of the Imperial Naval Engineering School. 1. He worked on strengthening the Ottoman rule over Syria, Egypt, and Iraq. However, slight successes against rebellious outbreaks in Syria and the Morea could not compensate for the loss of the Crimea, which Russia greatly coveted. War was once more declared against Russia in 1787, and in the following year the Russians were joined by Austria. The Swedes and Prussians joined the conflict on the side of the Ottomans, but provided no assistance. While the Ottomans held their own in the conflict, they ultimately lost, with Akaka falling in 1788 to the Russians, all of its inhabitants being massacred. In the year 1789, Tipu Sultan, ruler of the Sultanate of Mysore, sent an embassy to the Ottoman capital of Constantinople, to Sultan Abdulhamid I, requesting urgent assistance against the British East India Company, and had proposed an offensive and defensive consortium. Sultan Abdulhamid I informed the ambassadors of the Sultanate of Mysore that the Ottoman Empire was still recuperating from the Austro-Ottoman War and the Russo-Turkish Wars. Abdülhamid died 4 months later at the age of 64 in Constantinople. He was buried in Baskapi, a tomb he had built for himself. He bred Arabian horses with great passion. After his name was called a Quwailan substrain, Quwailan Abdülhamid. His wives were Valide Sultan As-Sinapova, Valide Sultan Akshidil Sultan. There have been speculations that she was a cousin of Napoleon's wife Josephine. See Amy Dubuque Derivari, Hattusar, Humasar, As, Banaz, Dilpiza, Metab, Mislainab, Mutba, Fatmasheb Safa, Neves and Mehriban. His concubines were Nukatsazahanim Effendi, first concubine, Ashan Effendi, second concubine. His sons were Mustafa IV, 1807–08, his son by As-Sinapova; Muhammad II, 1808–39, his son by Nakshidil, Murad, Nusrat, Mehmed, Ahmed, and Suleiman. His daughters were Isma, Emin, Râbi'a, Saliha, Alimsa, Duruzva, Fatma, Maliksa, Abdullah and Zekai Sultans.